Hi, Real Deal, and hoping everyone enjoying their weekend. And we want to get into something that's very important that needs to be an awareness and brought attention to when it comes down to co-parenting. Okay, so today we're going to get into co-parenting with your ex. Okay, that's what we'll be talking about. So it's going to be very important to put your reaction to what you think so we can add it on to the list. Okay, because that's reality. Okay, so relationships aren't built overnight. Okay, all loves create a story filled with moments that once had no had so much meaning, but now our relationships had. Okay, once there are over, sometimes the thoughts of your ex makes you angry, but sometimes you mourn the loss of your lover, as we do. The power play emotions is worse if you and your ex have a child together. Okay, as co-parents, the two of you are bound together whether you like it or not. Okay, the fall of a relationship is painful and sad. When there are children in the mix, the situation can become even more, emotional, even volatile. Okay, so how do you move on from heartbreak and effectively co-parent with an ex? Okay, so we're gonna find out because it's gonna take time to heal. So I got a couple of information up here. I'm gonna go over this first, and then I'm gonna continue on because co-parenting. I wants to hear from y'all because y'all, might be in a relationship with a child, and how's the co-parenting coming out? You know what I mean? Is it what you need to work on? Okay. So you knows that it's going to take time to heal, right? While some people break up and no breakup, they break up capably. No breakup is ever neutral. Okay, so let's look at a couple of these what they have right here. Okay, right here it says instead, let what's best for your child. You working cooperatively with the other parents. Motivate your action. And what they were saying right here, you get your feelings out somewhere else. Never vent to your child. Do not bring the feelings that y'all got in between each other into your child. Okay, two, keep focused. Three, never use kids as a messenger. Four, keep your issues to yourself. Five, set a business like tone. Six, make requests. Seven, listen. Eight, show restraint. Let's see what else they got here. So we want to continue, okay? So it's gonna take time to heal. If you're hurting from a breakup, it might feel important to raise a child with the one parent in the world who loves your child as much as you do. It's essential that you take time to heal. Okay? You must be okay with lesson content and communication. Aside from the conversation regarding your child. See, when you talk to your significant of the situation, with your breakup with the child father and mother. You need to keep the communication only on the child, not on you two. Okay? Okay. The the awkwardness will pass, even if these are negative feeling in the meanwhile. You should be kind and supportive to your ex. But it's acceptable, okay? To not be a best friend. To not be best friends. What does effective co-parenting look like? Effective co-parenting look like. So we have a healthy part of it and we have an unhealthy portion of it, okay? It is in a healthy co-parenting situation, both parents are involved in the child's day-to-day life. Okay? That's a healthy one. They involved in the kids' day-to-day life. Co-parents communicate effectively and share the responsibility of parenting, including the financial, logical, and emotional ones. Okay? To be a good co-parent, you must communicate as respectfully when hurdles come up and work together in the best interest of your child. Don't forget, it's about the child, the best interest. Okay. In most healthy co-parenting relationship, parents allow each other to express their own parenting styles when they are with their kids. Co-parenting doesn't have a definition. It's more of a lifestyle. It's communicating and collaborating with your ex in a way that is peaceful, respectful, fair, and with your child well-being in mind. Okay. Also, when you're doing co-parenting, there are boundaries and essentials. Okay, are essential. There are boundaries when it comes down to co-parent. It's common for people to change after a separation. Okay, people change after a separation. Y'all know this. When you are focused to move on from a relationship, you have to unlearn your former partner. That's a big word right there. Unlearn. And I know you ask yourself, how do I unlearn my former partner? Okay, well, we're gonna get into that. Things that used to be your business aren't anymore. Y'all got it? Things that used to be your business aren't anymore. You don't have the right to ask personal questions, and you're not entitled to the answer to the personal question you do ask. Did y'all hear that? That's how you unlearn learn your former partner. You unlearn your partner is that things that used to be your business aren't anymore. When you are forced to move on from a relationship, you have to unlearn your former partner. Things that, wait a minute, I'm reading my glasses, y'all. You can have things that you used to be your business aren't anymore. You don't have the right to ask personal questions. Who you with, who your boyfriend, who your new woman is, or who your new man is, where he work at, where she work at, how she looking out at. That's not your business. And you're not entitled to answer to the personal question you do ask. Okay, y'all. I'm just laughing because I know how most women are and men are. In the beginning, it's best to limit any conversation to those about your child. As time goes on and you share endearing or funny stories about your child, you will naturally begin to feel like friends again. Just don't expect this to come immediately. Okay. Your former spouse doesn't need to know if you are going on a date or if you got a new haircut. They don't need to know anything that doesn't pertain to the child, and neither do you. Put simply, you're entitled to your privacies, and so is your ex. Try hard, people, not to blur the lines with your ex, okay? Parenting alone is hard, especially when you're hurting, and it's essential to move on and be separate people. Separate people, okay? All right, now remember, another thing, next step you want to do is remember that you are family. Y'all are family. Y'all still family. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Okay. Maybe it doesn't sound ideal right now, but like it or not, your former spouse will always be family. You and that, and you and y'all, and your ex are family because y'all got a kid right now. So y'all will always be family because you have a child between the two of you. You need to embrace them as family as well as any new partners that comes into the picture. If you can, be friendly and respectful to their new partner, okay? You want to be kind of friendly to their new partners because you need to know who's around your child, okay? At the end of the day, you want your child to look around and be surrounded by people who only want to see them succeed. So settle in, try to settle in, do what you can do to be together around your child. If the wounds aren't too fresh, schedule family nights, play games, take walks, keep it light, and make it consistent. Okay, consistency. Consistent. Okay. So suppose you're in a situation that you don't care about the opponent, the other person, because the other person who used to be around you and stuff. That's something that you and your baby father need to talk about. Okay? Don't let it mess up y'all communication. Next, when you're co-parenting, communicate as a team. Everything we have talked about, we always communication is very important. Communicate as a team. You and your partner X become a team with the child in the middle. While it might be hard to have a conversation with your ex after a difficult breakup, try to take the emotion out of the conversation, okay? Disagreements will arise, and it's vital to keep heated moments behind closed doors and away from your child. Stop out there yelling and fussing in front of the child. It's the child listening. Y'all think that child don't understand. A child and a baby do understand. If you know you're going to have a difficult conversation, schedule it in a van and meet at a neutral location. And if a conversation can't wait, only communicate in front of your child if you can do it wisely. If you're capable of working things out amicably, it can be good for your child to see your work through a disagreement together. Okay? But we got to set the tone, y'all. Remember the tone. Got to set the tone when we speak around the kids. Above all, remember never to get personal and be respectful to one another in front of the child, y'all. Next, we want to talk about be reflected and accessible when it comes down to co-parenting, okay, with your ex. Listen now, again and again. You will hear that inconsistencies is key. It's true. You should strive to make your child feel stable during shaky times. However, you should also be flexible. Flexible is very important in when you co-parent. When you request a change to the schedule, give your ex the benefit of the doubt when it comes to forgiveness in scheduling. Okay, so sometimes your schedule change. He or she has to know the schedule change. They have to know the change. Forgive them, okay? It's the scheduling is changing. Okay. This means you should switch days when necessary, y'all. When necessary. Welcome your ex to family events and invite them to your child's important events, even if it hurts to do so. He may have a football game, he may have a soccer game. Let the father or the mother know when is that, date games and stuff like that, so they can just show up. You know what I mean? Therefore, it is a kid involved, your kids involved. Always make an effort to stick to the schedule, but be open to the change, okay? Especially if it's easy to accommodate. Don't deny your ex time just to be difficult, because one day you might need their kindness in the same situation. So scheduling changes, y'all. Okay. You should also try to be available to your ex, even if your instinct tells you to ignore their attempts to conversation. Don't inconvenience yourself to take their call every time if you're not available. But pick up the phone when you can. Please, y'all. Your child will appreciate seeing the two of you communicating efficiently, okay? Respectfully and kindly. Kids like that. They want to see y'all do good, co-parenting. Next, you want to do in a co-parenting with your ex, navigate the conversation. Navigation. Navigate the conversations with your child carefully. Okay? Navigate the conversation with your child carefully. It's absolutely essential that parents don't speak ill or allow a third party to speak negatively about each other. It's easy to get nasty and want to get even when it's insulting your ex behind their back. But the consequences to your child are potentially huge. So what they're saying is, don't be talking about how bad the daddy is around the kids. That's the child father or mother. Don't talk how bad the mom is. That's the child mother. So, okay. Each time you speak negatively around your child about something else, you're setting an example for them. You may also be making them feel insecure, as many children see themselves as a blend of their parents. If you and your ex openly hate each other, it drains your kids' self-worth. They listening to y'all. When parents are alone, it can be tempting to talk to your children as if you're friends, discussing adults topics such as parenting, plans, and money, and throwing ideas at the wall with them. While you should give your children room to make decisions, their freedom to choose should be limited. Let your child pick out their clothes, but don't let them make big decisions, such as where they will live and when. Don't do that. Even a child too much power actually has a negative effect on them. Okay, they can begin to feel guilty or anxious. Okay, and next we're gonna talk about find a social network when you in the co-parenting situation. Okay, find a social network. What it means? It means Confide in a friend who can help you see both sides clearly. Seek out the advice of a trusted religious leader, or join a supported Facebook group. Anybody, any network that is going to support co-parenting, you know what I mean, in a positive way to help you navigate the difficult times, okay? Like we're doing now. Whatever is happening in your life, you're not alone, all right? And you might find comfort in talking to others who are in the same situation. Okay. Next, you want to use tech to your advantages. Co-parenting and technology. Co-parenting technology goes what? Hand in hand. When raising kids in two households, technology keeps things easy and interesting. What I mean by that? For example, you can set up a digital diary for your ex and you to share. Write notes about cute things your child does or funny things they say. Add photos and thoughts from two different perspectives. You can even add voice messages or videos. The possibilities are endless. Okay. You can also take advantage of video calls. Y'all got Hangouts, Skype, all the different amps, FaceTime. These amps are useful in long distance and co-parenting situations. You might want to call mom, let them see grandma, dad, and let them go on FaceTime and do that. That's good. The long distance parents can be a part of your child's daily life. Okay, call them during bedtime and doing tips to school and in the car. All right. As your child observes you having conversation about everyday life with hold on, y'all, my eye. Family, uh okay. As your child observes you having conversation about everyday life with your ex, this will ensure him or her that you're on the same team. They don't need to know how complicated it is to co-parent. Don't tell them that. Just show them that you're trying. Okay? Family, try installing a co-parenting app. Okay? That allows you and your ex to coordinate calendars, expenses, schedule switches, and more. By getting organized and staying on top of medical records, child related finances, and more. And you always know what around the corner. You'll be more confident in conversations with your ex if there's a disagreement. Okay. And get a co-parenting agreement. Okay. When you co-parent, you want to get an agreement because I know a lot of co-parents, they are doing an awesome job because they are communicating. If you find that you're having trouble communicating in your with your ex, try asking an attorney to draft a co-parenting or custody plan. Yeah, you can get your attorney. You can also draft you one yourself if you feel comfortable doing it. Then you can keep this document between the two of you or file it with the court system. It's a plan that serves as a friendly reminder that you have promised each other to raise your child in a way that benefit them the most. That sounds nice, y'all. A co-parenting agreement that you all can get it written up and sign it serves as a contract that addresses how both parents should behave toward each other and their children. This is an effort to raise a healthy, happy kid. Okay? And mostly what addressed in a co-parenting plan. Okay? If you're filing for custody, the court may ask for a plan that includes an agreement upon the following issues: regular time sharing schedule, holiday and summertime sharing schedules, child support, payment of child care and extracurricular activities, payment of children health insurance and medical expenses, restriction on how far the parent can live from one another, keeping each parent informed about important issues affecting the child, sharing decisions about religious education. And you can tweak a co-parenting plan to include other issues such as access to other relatives, rights, first refusal, use of a share calendar, co-parenting app, transportation costs, meeting location, co-parenting communication, the numbers of hours each parent has to respond to communication, time sharing to life events. This is good, y'all. If you're wondering whether something is important, to include it, y'all. You should probably include it right here. So I want to hear some of the things that y'all include that we haven't heard in the co-parenting that could give another parent an idea. Okay, co-parenting with feelings is possible. At one time in time, you and your ex love each other enough to have a child together. Sometimes things don't work out between people. And while that's unfortunate, it shouldn't be in the end of the world for your child. This should be the end of the world for your child. You must embrace the fact that you're separated and have to maintain a relationship with your ex for the sake of your children. You are bound together forever through the child you made together. Now, if you're in a situation where you and that father is not remaining a good communication situation, yeah, that's when further navigation has to take over. You have to find another plan, okay? And let's keep it real reality too. You know he can't get insurance. It's hard for him to get insurance. He just do have a job. So, don't try not to put pressure on nobody. Okay. So when we talking about facilitators, when we talk about co-parents, co-parents and facilitators, we brought the calendar, right? Calendars are very important to be organized. Finance, message, communication is the key. Journals, keep a journal, and many, many more. So I would like for you all to share some of your information because this really came from one of my parent. That's what they're doing in their situation. So I want to hear from y'all. Don't be ashamed because what you are doing is helping others. Okay. So I want to hear from y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed what you heard, and I hope if y'all are co-parenting, I'm so proud of y'all to make it work. Okay. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, and you already know. I'm out.